Hey there everybody, it's time once again for another strongest type for every game video. So last time, we did the fighting type for this series. And yeah, as I said then, I was jumping the gun doing that one. I wanted to do right by the fighting type, which was really voted for heavily back on the ice video. But that isn't what you guys really wanted. So I'm making up for it by doing the grass typing now. So go ahead and start thinking about the type you want to see next, and let me know in the comments below which it is. This one about the grass types, it's going to be very interesting. There is a very severe theme here that I think you guys will notice quickly as we get started. And just now, I thought long and hard about this, and I think it's right. By the way, before we get started, I just wanted to say we now have a TikTok. We're going to be doing daily Pokemon content over there, and as an added bonus for today's video, I'll be throwing in some extra grass Pokemon that could have made the games. So be sure to go check that out when you're done. We also have an anime TikTok as well, where we'll be doing daily anime content over there. So be sure to follow MysticUmbreon94 and MysticSage1. Alright guys, hope you guys enjoy the video. Alright, let's kick it off with red, blue, and yellow. And this one should be the easiest, most obvious answer of the entire video. I mean, come on. In the first generation, was there anything better than Venusaur when it came to the grass types? There was Parasect, Vileplume, and Exeggutor among others. But none of them even came close to touching Venusaur's greatness in the first gen. It's tremendous in their early game of Kanto, dominating the first two gyms, and then of course throughout the rest of the game, bringing strong resistances and powerful stabs into battles. Well, I say powerful, but the strongest and most viable grass move Venusaur actually gets is Razor Leaf. Unless you're looking the deal of Solar Beam, and who wants that? It's just a really solid base 100 special Pokemon that is easy to get obviously, and is very dominant. If you want to fight for the answer to be Vileplume, since it has easy access to Petal Dance and Acid, I understand. You won't sway me too much though. Venusaur is the play in these original games, just for its coverage early on alone. Alright, I'm gonna make this very quick and easy. Meganium, despite not being great, is the best grass type for Gold, Silver, and Crystal. It's aggravating to acquire a Leaf Stone and Crystal, and in all three games, it's only definitely available in Kanto, so Vileplume is off the table, and so is Victory Bell. It's not Jumpluff, Bellossom, or Tangela either. It's just a simple ease of acquisition combined with the fact that Meganium has access to some interesting moves, like Body Slam, Iron Tail, and Earthquake. I'd like to hear your arguments for Sunflora in the comments, but I just don't really think the other grass type options offer you as much as Meganium and Johto. Now, you guys might have an idea of what I was talking about in the intro, with there being a clear theme going on. And, yeah. For Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, we've got ourselves Sceptile as the best grass type. Ludicolo is a close second, with it being a water grass type. And I can give it up to you guys if you find it to be better. I completely understand. However, for me, it's hard to deny Sceptile's awesome move pool and great stats. It's got 105 base special attack and 120 base speed, and considering there is no physical special split in the third gen, it works out well for Sceptile with its stab. It's got access to Leaf Blade, Dragon Claw, and Pursuit, which are all special moves. And then yeah, it can use some great physical moves too, and Earthquake and Brick Break. There's a lot of great moves in Sceptile's pool, and quite frankly, it can really do some good in Hoenn in the late game, among other points. I'll dip into Fire Red and Leaf Green real quick and say it's Venusaur. You can argue for Vileplume again, but honestly the access to a damaging poison type move is not important at all in this game. I can understand if you want to argue Exeggutor, but you have to get Execute in the Safari Zone, and that's just a bit too late when you have something as good as Venusaur available right from the jump. So, in Diamond and Pearl, as much as I hate to say it, it's gotta be Torterra. It's also the case in Platinum too. I have come around a bit on Torterra over time. It's still not my favorite or anything, but I will not deny how useful it is in the 4th generation, even with its awful Ice type weakness. Now, the only Pokemon I even considered aside from Torterra is of course Roserade, which is a mainstay on so many of the best teams that pertain to Sinnoh. The issue here is that Roserade's Sludge Bomb and Giga Drain just don't hold a candle to Torterra's Earthquake, and of course the all-great Woodhammer. Gotta love moves of big recoil. Anyway, Torterra is just the best grass type in Sinnoh, and I'd be pleasantly surprised to see that change in the remakes. Alright, in our Johto Remakes, it's going to be Meganium again. It's still a burden to somehow get your hands on the Leaf Stone, Bellossom isn't better, and who cares about Jumpluff? It's easily Meganium again. But chat me up in the comments and let me know if you're in agreement with that. It's now when we get to Black and White that the streak of starters is threatened a bit. I'm not entirely sure what the true correct choice is here with these games. Superior immediately jumps off the page for me. But then there's Sinnoh, Leavanny, and Lilligant also. Sinnoh is hated by many for being one of those damn monkeys, but its decent stats are promising. It has access to a few different grass moves that can be physical or special, and that's pretty good. Leavanny is incredibly weak to flying and fire types, but as a physical attacker, it is awesome. It's got Leaf Blade and X-Scissor, a duo of strong stab moves that can cover a lot of different typings. Again though, those high-octane weaknesses work against it. How about Lilligant? It's a very strong special attacker with some pretty decent speed. It's hard for me to figure out what to go with, as Superior is mostly just very fast, but not amazing as an attacker. I just don't know what to go with here, so you guys let me know in the comments which grass type you believe is the strongest in Black and White. Alright, in Black and White 2, however, I know what the best grass type is for that, in this expanded Pokedex version of Unova. It's going to be Roserade, and you can get Roselia in the Lostlorn Forest. Its access to Petal Dance and Energy Ball 2 at a decent time in the playthrough make a strong case for it. Roserade's special attack is fantastic, and its special defense is nothing to sneeze at either. And quite frankly, it would be the best for Black and White for sure if it was actually available in those games. At the very least, Roserade is able to avenge its loss to Torterra in the Sinnoh games, so good for it. Alright, in X and Y, we're back on that starter Pokemon grind. But no, it's not Chestnut. No, instead, it's without a doubt Venusaur, and its glorious Mega Evolution. Look, you can sit here and say Roserade again, or Chestnut, or any of the other random grass types in the game. But look, that's just not the case here. Venusaur's Mega is absolutely one of the best of the bunch. 4 stats over 100 with a tremendous 122 special attack, that's just greatness. Thick Fat helps with its weaknesses. Its move pool includes Petal Dance, Energy Ball, and Sludge Bomb, on top of physical moves like Earthquake and Petal Blizzard. It's just too good. There isn't a better option in the first generation of fairy types. Alright, so in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, it's going to be Sceptile with its brand new Mega taking the cake here. It's stupid fast and stupid strong when it Mega Evolves. Base 145 in its speed and special attack at that point. It becomes a Dragon type upon Mega Evolution, which does make it weak to the new Fairy types, but it's all good, as Sceptile is super strong and can barrel through mostly anything in a playthrough. If you've got something better for these remakes, let me know, but I don't think there is. The answer for Sun and Moon, as well as the Ultra games, is once again the starter Pokemon, the Decidueye. It seems as though, in the first trips we took to Alola, the grass types got that shaft, as not a single grass type calls Alola home that you can reasonably get the most out of during a playthrough. The Decidueye has great attack stats, a very interesting typing, and an interesting signature move in Spirit Shackle. Its pool has strong physical and special moves of both of its stab typings, and decent flying type moves in its pool too. There really isn't a lot to say about it for Sun and Moon, but in the Ultra games, things got a little more murky for Decidueye. I mean, guys, Cradily is an option now, and that's my favorite rock type. Alright, so it's not all that different. These Alolan games just aren't loaded with obtainable good grass-type Pokemon, and the Decidueye being just a bit good was enough to earn it the top spot in both of these releases. Now, for Let's Go, it is Venusaur. It's at its best in a Kanto game here in Let's Go. It's that simple. Here we go, it's Sword and Shield time. As you guys know, I like to have a DLC pick and a regular pick, but for this one, I have a complicated pick. Hey look, if you can somehow get your hands on a hidden ability Grookey, which is possible if you play through a ton of Dynamax Adventures very early into your game, and get enough ore to trade for an ability patch, then you're looking at the best grass type to use in Sword and Shield. Also, don't let that scare you off. Dynamax Adventures can be addicting and a ton of fun, so it wouldn't be that bad. A Grookey with Grassy Surge and then using Grassy Glide? It's going to be very powerful and just about outclasses everything. However, if you don't have the DLC, and thus can't go and do any of that, then you'll have to use a regular Rillaboom, which I still believe is probably the best grass type to use. That's really all there is to it. If you have the DLC, you'll have a fantastic Rillaboom that outclasses the DLC grass types. And if you don't, then well, you'll still have Rillaboom, which is better than everything else you've got, even Roserade. Alright, that will do it for another best type for every game video. I apologize again for making you guys wait an extra cycle for this grass type video. I'll try not to let that happen again. Though now, it's up to you guys. What typing do we do next? Do we take to the skies and fly? Perhaps burn it down? Maybe even do something totally out of right field? You let me know, and I'll get on it. So with that said, thank you to everyone for watching the video. Huge thanks to my phenomenal team and the amazing art done each week by Danny the Demon. I couldn't do all this without them. If you all enjoyed the video and want to see more content like this, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Be sure to leave a comment too, as it really helps us out. I also do other content on my Twitch, where I stream Genshin Impact, Mystic Zora, where I do Pokemon Let's Plays and other gaming content, and of course MysticSage, where I do all anime content. Right now, I'm focusing on Inuyasha and Yashahime, so if you're interested in that, be sure to check it out. If you'd like to support me even further than that, check out my Patreon. Whether it's a $1 tip to get early thumbnail access, or the $10 tier to get cool perler bead charms and a shout out. There's tons of reasons to join today. These lovely people did, and I thank them all so much for their support. It really means the world to me. I think I'm gonna wrap this up though. I'm Mystic Umbreon, and I will see you all next time with some more amazing Pokemon content.